So I need to actually cut up some sod, and I thought, hey, why don't I build a quick little attachment that you could actually even pull behind, like an ATV or something. In this case, I'm going to hook it to my front end loader on my tractor, and you can actually cut up some sod, roll it up, use it again somewhere else. I don't know. Let's see if we can build something real fast, some makeshift thing out of an old lawnmower blade. Let's do it. Now, a typical sod cutter actually has a blade like this, and it hammers under the sod, cuts it up, you know, sits down 2.5 inches or so, and just cuts it as you go along. There's actually quite a bit of force that it takes to cut like that. I'm just going to be doing a pushing motion, so I don't think I can go as wide as those are. Those are usually they're 18 inches, I believe. I think yeah, it should be 18 inches a sheet of sod. I'm going to come down to, I'm going to go down to about 12 inches. I'm going to see if I can cut a 12-inch swath. So we're going to take this. I got to kind of hammer it flat, so we'll heat it up, hammer this flat. Pretty close. Oxyacetylene really is one of the most versatile tools in the shop. It's kind of scary because you got to get tanks and stuff like that, but it's so underrated these days. It's essentially a welder, a metal former, and plasma cutter all in one. Too much heat for that thin of metal. That works. Guess I'll spend some time sharpening it before I put it together more. Ideally, I think I'd like the sharpened edge like this, going down. This is actually a reversible blade, is actually going up, so maybe I'll grind this side up and one side down. This is just some random chunk of steel I have laying around, and so that's what I'm going to weld to the top of that. So that's the mouth. It's actually looking a little wider than I wanted, but what we're going to do is this is going to slice into the grass. I'll weld this to this, and then I'll be able to bolt this. But I'm going to take shoes, something like this, kind of weld it in there, kind of give it a, maybe I'll just cut up some of this, make it a lot wider, and bow up the edges a little bit so this can sit down on the grass, because this surface is going to be rubbing on the grass, and this is going to be cutting under. And it can slice along without tipping too much. Okay, there we go. Just ignore this thing right here. My bucket has teeth on it. They're welded all the way across the original flat edge, and this is just a piece of scrap that I put on a while ago just to give myself a flat edge, you know. So I just bolted it directly to that. But you guys get the point. So these little skids should keep it off the ground. And then there's cutting edge on both the forward and the back side. So we'll just try it out just on dirt, and then we'll go try it out and see if we can actually roll up a piece of sod. Success-ish. I wasn't looking at this side of the bucket, but I dug up over here, not paying attention. Makes sense. I might have to put a skid just on the end right here. Just a quick little skid. I welded up. I'll just stick that on. I don't know. It kind of works. Kind of did what I thought it would do. It's just clogging up. So, I mean, we do have a strip of sod, a very rough, crude strip of sod. A lot of that's to do with just crappy operator and or machine. I think if you had a skid steer, I've ran skid steers before. Skid steer, you have way more bucket control and everything's a little bit more firm. This is kind of wobbly, to say the least. Would work in that scenario. I do think you could pull it behind if you mounted that to a heavy plate and put a ton of weight on it and just pulled it with a four-wheeler or something else like that. That would probably be, then you'd always have equal ground pressure directly on it. I mean, I could actually even put some, maybe I'll put some weight in the bucket and we'll try that. You know, learn something unless you try. It kind of works. I mean, this is a piece of sod right there. It just gets jammed up in there and starts tearing. So, and my skid's a little bit digging over there. I don't know. I'm just playing around. I think it might actually work better attached to the back, you know, on the 3-point or something. Just a fun little Saturday project. Just wanted to see if it'd work. Well, let me know what you guys think. If you guys got some better ideas on this, I'd love to hear them. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Bye.